Hello, and welcome to Marriage Minutes. Today we're going to discuss after the fight, how to recover from a disagreement. Very difficult because sometimes feelings are hurt and we are just all in our feelings and we just don't want to come back. But the good thing is nobody walked out, nobody left. We're just in the house together and we don't know how to recover from a argument. So what do we do?
You want to know what we do? Honestly, it's a tough situation, and I think you have to know your spouse. But I think the thing that we rest on is that at the end of the day, we might yell, scream, and act a plumb dumb fool, but we made a promise 22 years ago that divorce was not an option for us. And so while I might act a plumb dumb fool, at the end of the day, I often say to myself, well, I ain't going nowhere. So I might as well deal with this situation. And for us, a lot of times humor is inserted into this period and we end up kind of joking or laughing about the situation and we're able to come back. Because honestly, for us, the Holy Spirit just kind of, most of the time, we allow the Holy Spirit to convict us and one of us comes back to the table before the other and is able to help with reconciliation. So I just think like the desire to be right needs to go to the bottom of your list and the desire to be reconciled needs to move to the top of your list. Listen, you are going to feel like in marriage a lot that you are losing because maybe self is losing.
Yeah.
But are we winning? That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah, right now.
That's it.
That's all I got right now. Go ahead.
And I think, too, you have to really think, what can we learn from this disagreement? And how can we apply it? So sometimes just coming back and having that type of conversation, okay, you were here and I was here. How can we really resolve this? So what can we learn from this disagreement? How can we make this better? Or was it just one of those little foxes where you just wanted to fuss and fight about the toothpaste or the ketchup being let out, cap being let off, or whatever, those little minor things.
Ketchup,
Yeah, well, it's my ketchup. But how, and then what are those arguments stemming from? Is there something going on? So you almost have to have that kind of conversation just to really maybe dive deep and really figure out what's really going on. Is there some pressures at work? Or is there something going on with family that I'm not aware of? But if nothing else, it's the communication that you have. You have to be willing to sit down and talk now in a calm manner to expose and to bring to the forefront what's really going on. But you gotta come back together. So
I think what I heard you say is that sometimes it's more than likely a deeper issue. If you keep arguing about these trivial things, you need to look deeper into what is truly going on versus what is going on the surface. And again, I don't know that we have much to tell you different every time that we come over here, other than you need counsel and that you need accountability. There's no way that you can resolve some of this stuff on your own. And a lot of times what people do is, depending on their conflict management style, they either sweep stuff under the rug or they avoid it altogether or they argue, yell, scream, and fight, or they just say, okay, you win, and they accommodate. And none of those things are healthy in and of themselves. You have to come to the table. You have to come to an agreement that we are either going to trudge forward with this issue and try to resolve it together, or we're going to agree to disagree and still have some peace. We don't have to agree on the same thing. In fact, I think my husband majors in disagreeing with me. I think it's fun to him that sometimes for him to disagree with me. I think if I say that the sky is blue, inevitably he's going to say that it's orange.
Actually, it's yellow right now.
See? So I think some of that you have to know your spouse, but you have to know when to hold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
See? That kind of stuff right there. That right there. But you can recover. Use humor, use prayer, use your will and your desire to win as a couple as the thing that brings you back together.
And you have to do it at
Oh.
his pace. Be well and be blessed.